In tonight's Waste Watch report, the state Senate is now considering a fraud prevention act that calls for an outside audit and spending and contracts of government agencies. Now, this is a response to a series of KOMO Waste Watch reports that focused on the Department of Children, Youth and Families, or DCYF. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels, live tonight in Seattle, joins us now with more. Chris?
Hi, Preston. This Bipartisan Fraud Prevention Act is one of two bills that is a direct response to questions about overspending and a lack of records at DCYF. For weeks, there have been calls for an outside audit.
It became clear we needed some independent, nonpartisan look at fraud controls across all the state programs.
State Senator, Democrat Drew Hansen of Bainbridge Island, says he's seen the Waste Watch reports about spending and accountability at DCYF, including the missing records and $2 million in overpayments last year to child care providers.
You look at the overpayment report that you've reported on. From the family side, the most common reason they're overpayments is somebody's not reporting the assets of another member who's in the house. Or it also could be fraudulent, right? You could be trying to hide assets. So whatever it is, it's not good, and we need to put an end to it.
And that's why he's introduced the Fraud Prevention Act, also known as Senate Bill 6215. That would force the Joint Legislative Audit and Review Committee to review auditing, accountability, and risk management practices across all of Washington's state agencies and state programs that oversee and administer grants, loans, and contracts, and the role of the state auditor.
It's good government service to make sure that if people are defrauding the system, that they are not allowed to participate in the system.
House Republican Josh Penner of Ording backed a bill that was just passed off the House floor, which calls for stricter licensing and restrictions on child care providers. How does this change anything?
This is intended to mitigate any potential future instances of fraud. Let's move ahead and figure out a way to make sure that there can't be any false reporting.
We have an obligation when we're spending public money to be very careful about it, to be frugal about it, and to guard against fraud. Both Democrats and Republicans agree with this.
And an issue they'll continue to debate in the sprint to the end of the session in Olympia next month. That House bill on licensing now goes before the Senate. Hansen's bill about the Fraud Prevention Act, he believes, will be folded into the budget next week, and if approved, will go to that committee for review by next fall. Preston?
Chris, any response on this from DCYF or the auditor's office?
Yeah, as far as the auditor's office, they did testify during a public hearing on the Fraud Prevention Act that they had some concerns that this would double up work, but now say after conversations with the bill sponsors, they are comfortable with the language in the bill as it stands right now and working with lawmakers on that report.